Welcome to a new Monday morning routine. It's Coffee with Strangers with Kelli Lemon.
Hey, it's Kelly, and today I'm downtown to grab coffee with Duron Chavis at Pop's Market. Duron is a Richmond native and urban farmer promoting food access across the city. He's also a father and a longtime activist in RVA. All right, don't know if you've seen the show or not. Well, this is how I start off.
Checking.
I feel like there's a cheers and everything.
It is.
You're a stranger to me because I really don't know the way that you live and maneuver through Richmond.
I'm a native Richmonder. I'm Duron Chavis, born on the South Side. I am now an urban farmer, but I'm a long-time veteran. I say 15, 16-year activist. So my what right now is urban farming, food access, but my why is just improvement of the quality of life for people of color throughout the city.
Do you drink coffee?
I don't drink coffee every day.
Okay.
Because I get,
Oh, I get it. Urban food expert. Tell me how that started.
I run a festival, Happily Natural Day, which is my baby. I started that 14 years ago. You know, we connect with so many different aspects of the Black experience. And one of those aspects is Black farmer experience. We did another program, brought farmers in, they talked about not having time to market their produce to the urban community. I took it upon myself to start a pop-up market where I was directly connecting the farmer to Churchill, to Brooklyn Park, Barton Heights.
This is so crazy. Recently, I've been in conversations with the craft brewer industry coming to Richmond and just everybody that loving local right now, but that the farming industry in the state of Virginia in general has dropped.
Yeah, farmers are aging out. Really, my conversation is about connecting communities of color to the farming conversation. There's a lot of young farmers, young brothers and sisters, women, and other minorities that are looking at farming from an economic development perspective. There's new ways to farm now. I actually manage the Harding Street Urban Ag Center in Petersburg, which is an indoor farm. And you know, there are some farmers that are out here. Sub Rosa is getting some stuff from local growers. Those craft breweries, they need to get those grains, they need to get that hops from somewhere, right? And I think when these guys come out, it is important for them to make a direct connection. Stone Brewery, you know, we instituted a conversation with them to say, hey, you know, where are you going to get your hops from? There are local growers in the area that you can contract.
Let me get personal for a second. Southside, born and raised.
Born and raised on Southside.
Where'd you go to high school, and if you had education after high school, where was that?
I went to George Wolfe High School. Shout out to the Bulldogs.
Yes.
I went to college at Virginia State University. Somebody told me 5 years ago that you would be starting gardens and farms and teaching people how to plant seeds. I'm like, nah, baby, that probably wouldn't be me. But here I am now.
I know that you are the type that can talk passionately about Richmond. How do you live Richmond?
I'm a father, man. I got 3 kids. So I live Richmond Children's Museum, Science Museum, you know, Maymont Park, Lewis Ginner. I love Richmond for, you know, its amenities in that way because the river, you know, these are places where I'm able to connect with my sons in a very, you know, holistic way. I love the restaurant scene out here. It's really innovative. You know, I like what people are doing in terms of the new places to eat.
Give me the last 5 restaurants that you have been to.
Mimosas, Croaker Spot, Mama J's, Pasture, Fat Dragon.
What part of town do you live on right now?
South Side.
Okay.
My mom was raised on South Side. I was raised on South Side. A lot of our garden projects and farm projects are on South Side. But I'm a South Sider till I die.
Will you leave Richmond?
I do work around community development and urban ag. And Richmond is fertile ground for that. But, you know, I need the right shillings, you know, in order to fulfill my family responsibilities. No matter where I go, I always call Richmond home, you know what I mean?
What's your elevator speech on Richmond?
My elevator speech goes, Richmond is slightly schizophrenic. You know, we got Confederate statues on one side of town, and then we got a slave burial ground that's underneath the parking lot. We have a city that's touted for foodies, but then at the same time we have dialysis centers that used to be grocery stores, right? I don't get lost on the fact that there's social injustice everywhere. Richmond is particularly interesting because of its unique history with the African diaspora and the slave trade. Does that mean that that's all that it is to Richmond? No, not at all. But as Richmond comes to grips with this identity more and more, it becomes a better place for all of us. My elevator speech basically ends off to say, it's a place that you should visit.
To hear the rest of my interview with Duron, check out Coffee with Strangers podcast in your preferred podcast app. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube and get over to Pop's Market on Grace Street. Oh, and get to coffeewithstrangersrva.com to subscribe to the newsletter. In this week's bonus video, Duron shares tips on starting and sustaining a garden in Richmond. That video goes out Thursday to newsletter subscribers only. So get over to the website and sign up. See you soon.